up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosby, right out of Oklahoma City. Today we got a band from the future because they're in Australia. Total Buzzkill. What's going on, guys?
Hey, man. How you going?
Hey.
Good. And Sam's joining us today. What's up, Sam?
Good day.
Good day.
Nice try.
Yeah,
That was pretty good.
It was actually really bad. It was really
You know, Mike.
well. I didn't want to put the maid in there. That was just kind of that's generic. Everyone can do that.
I want to thank you guys for being on the podcast. And in Australia, is it not summertime over there right now?
It is.
Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, we're in the midst of summer. It's pretty hot.
And I don't know if it's global warming, but it's literally you wake up, it's freezing, and then by lunchtime you're sweating your balls off.
Really?
Yeah.
It's super cold over here. Will, do you live on a farm?
Yeah, I live on a farm. Yeah, so I live on a farm with a wife and a bunch of cows. It's pretty funny. Yep. Pretty fun.
You live on? Let's just set that straight. A wife with a bunch of cows, or it didn't sound right. So a farm. Okay, just a farm. Okay, all right. Sorry, been married too long.
Let's talk about the tracks that you guys sent me. So you guys recorded this not in a professional studio, right?
No.
All
here. So obviously pandemic hit, COVID. We were lined up to go record in Brisbane at the time. And when it was all set, I think we were like a week out from driving there. And then COVID hit the first wave and then all the borders shut. So we couldn't even cross state in our own country. So it was pretty gnarly. And then everything got canceled, all venues, everything's canceled. So we just said, we're literally doing nothing in this time. So let's use that time to just try and record everything ourselves. Like we've got music, I've got some kind of skills. So and I think it turned out really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we recorded it in Mum's basement, man. Like, what a place to record it to the pandemic.
And then we shot a film clip as well in here.
So did you guys? Why didn't you call the? Are you guys going to call the albums "In Mom's Basement"? That's a good. It's legit. It's legit.
Mum would have loved it. I mean, she is our biggest fan, so like, she actually would have loved that.
Yeah, we should have done that.
Yeah.
Where were you 6 months ago?
Yeah. 6 months ago, man. You're 6 months off. Come on.
Now your whole album is not on Spotify or Apple Music, though, right? It's not.
Yeah, we're on Spotify. We're on Apple. Yeah.
Okay. Because I pulled mine from YouTube.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're both on Spotify and iTunes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually downloading it last night. I was talking to. Do you go by Will or William?
William, if I'm in trouble.
Right. So, I was talking to Will last night.
The only people that call me William is my wife and my mum, and usually
William.
Yeah.
Get over here, William.
But your mom always includes your middle name, right? William blank.
Yeah. And she gave me two middle names, so it's really long. It's like William Lindsay Joseph Tarrant.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Now, do you guys, when you guys are in trouble down there, like over here in the United States, like the Hispanic culture, they usually get like a chancla. They get like a shoe thrown at them. White people, they get the belt, or go get a switch off the tree. Go break a branch off the tree. Worst thing you could do to a child. Hey, yeah, go get the thing we're gonna whip your ass with and bring it back to me so I can beat you with it. So
that's what I never had that. That never happened.
It's like, what?
I wanted. The thing is, Sebastian, though, was that probably because you guys he was just throwing mangoes at you or something like that?
No. No,
well, that's all right. You can let it all out, Sam. I mean, like, this is a safe place. You can tell us all about it, bud. It's all right.
Yeah.
The worst that ever happened to me is my mom used to throw me in the cold shower with my clothes on. That was like the thing.
That was to get rid of your porn addiction because that 56K modem that you were on was going through the roof in dial minutes.
Why are you watching porn with your clothes on?
It wasn't.
I don't want to get naked to watch porn.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
What? Dude, one time I had a roommate. We're gonna play your song, but I want to tell you, I had a roommate one time, and I came to the house and I opened the door, and he was butt naked in the living room watching porn, jerking off and all. And dude, he stands up, puts a blanket around him. He's like, 5 more minutes, man. 5 more minutes.
Well,
Is
that's
he one
because
of those weird people that get fully naked to shit as well?
well, that's Sebastian. I mean, is there any other way to masturbate? You have to get naked in some form. Not everyone can masturbate with their clothes on like you did.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know. That's talented.
Yeah, I think it is talent.
I'm pretty talented.
Yeah, he does go full complete naked, sits backward on the toilet, and just puts his head down on the toilet.
I like to take a nap while I'm taking a shit.
Yep.
It reminds me of, that one kid when you're in primary school and you go in to have a piss at the cubicles and they've got their pants fully down around their ankles to pee.
Yeah.
I see that now, still to this day, grown up in truck stops, and you're like, okay, all right, awesome, great.
We have some great things to talk about. When I'm gonna play this song "Go" by you guys, then I have a list of stuff that we talked about last night, Will, that we're gonna get to talk about on the podcast. Here we go with the song "Go" by Total Buzzkill.
Del Taco.
Del Taco. Sponsored by Del Taco, the Loud Spot.
Yeah, yep. That's right.
Before we go on, I do want to give a shout out to Adam Conklin. You can find him on Instagram, Analog Art by Adam. He painted that little thing right there. So found him today. Yeah, it's pretty cool. He does like comic drawings and all kinds of different things. So I told him I was going to give him a mention, and so there it is.
And might as well. I'll give Riot Scene in San Diego, promotional company, booking company. So hit these guys up. Catch some of their merch.
There you go. All right. Last night, Will, we were talking about Tiger King. So
yeah,
apparently Tiger King now I live literally 45 minutes away from the zoo. Yeah, from the zoo.
What?
Straight down to 35, baby.
Is it still running?
Is it still running?
No, it's closed down. That John guy got it taken away from him and all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, Carol Baskins owns it now.
That
and
bitch.
I think
Sorry,
that bitch Carol.
More places to hide dead.
So I think that's it. But I know it's not open. I mean, I passed by that thing constantly, and I was like, when 5 years ago, probably when the whole thick of this thing was happening, had I known, I would have been there in a heartbeat.
Like when it was open, or do you know anyone that went there when it was open?
I did. I did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you?
Wow.
I got pictures. I got pictures with tigers and stuff when I was there.
Shame on you. Pete is coming after your ass.
When I first moved to Oklahoma, it was like, oh, check out this like weird little zoo. And I was like, okay, so we went there, and you could like pet baby tigers, and it's not even the craziest thing though was there was a bear that was there, and it was like running back and forth along the gate, like not safely. Like it looked like it was going to tear the gate down. Yeah, and I was like, that doesn't look too safe.
I watched that show, man, and nothing about that looked safe. Like, just saying.
Yeah. Gotcha.
There's some,
you can still go.
Even
though it's closed down, I still think all the signs are up, so you can probably still go there and take pictures. But is that still a big thing though? That kind of died down, didn't it? Like the whole
Tiger King, the Joe Exotic.
Yeah,
I think so. Like, I think apparently they're in the works of doing the movie.
They're doing a movie? Oh my god!
Did you see who they were? They literally put up a casting list of the people that they're trying to get to play, and it looks really good. I can't remember. It had like all those people from Tropic Thunder, like Will Ferrell, all those guys. So it's going to be like one of those kind of movies. I was like,
that'd be funny.
You know,
we actually have a track called Motor for Hire. That's about the sort of the feud between Carol Baskin and Jog Zoddy.
Yeah.
We're gonna play that song next. Actually, go ahead, Sam.
you know what the funny thing about that is, only in America can we make a gay cowboy gun-toting tiger owning person famous.
Right?
Yeah, only in America.
I don't
Only
know
in
how that
America.
could be so interesting.
Like in Australia, you guys would never. You'd be like, "Hey, this fucking idiot over here." That's what you guys would do, right? Am I?
I think
Am I?
because there's so many in Australia.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's like that Crocodile Dundee. They're just common folk out in the middle of the country.
Yeah, it's normal. Instead of
drink-
tigers, it's crocodile. Yeah. It's gay cowboys with crocodiles.
Drinking the big old Fosters.
Yeah.
So no. So Foster's isn't like so in America, I think Foster's is the Australian beer, right? But in Australia, isn't it something else called BV or something?
BV.
Baby.
That's like, it tastes like shit, but everyone drinks.
It tastes beautiful. It tastes beautiful, all right.
Well, we have the same thing here. We have the same. It's called Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's
Oh
what
yeah.
it tastes like shit. But if you listen to punk, you're drinking that. End of story.
No.
Dude, is Foster's big still in Australia at all?
Well,
I don't know anyone who drinks Foster.
Yeah, I don't know anyone. that drinks Foster's.
I work in a bottle shop, and I'll probably sell 1 carton a week. So
In Australia, do they say Foster's Australian for beer, or is that only in America that they say that?
That's only in America. They're lying, man. To sell you
That's
Foster's.
full marketing.
Yeah, that's marketing.
Yeah, I'm pretty
That's
sure
fine.
they say Foster's tastes like fucking goat piss.
Straight from Australia.
Straight from Australia.
That is so funny.
From
That is
Williams
so weird.
Farm. From Williams Farm. That's what it was. From Williams. It's actually cow piss, but they say goat piss because they don't want to offend anybody.
I'll just drink VB and then piss it back out in a bottle and
Drink it again. Dude, I just assume that like every country has the same beers as in America. But I've never heard of that Australian beer.
Yeah. What are the main ones?
the main ones are 4X, Great Northern, and VB, and Tooheys.
How about Budweiser?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. There's like each state has their state beer.
Yeah.
It's
Queensland's
pretty
4X because the brewery's in Queensland.
tastes like shit. It's half water. It's a lie.
Yeah.
But Queensland is weird, so.
VB's universal though.
Sebastian is a Michelob Ultra, so he literally drinks water. So
Yeah. Actually, I'm drinking right now. I'm not. Well, I was drinking it. Corona Seltzer.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, they do seltzers in Corona now.
yeah, they make
dude.
seltzer and everything. now.
Everything.
But
We only just got seltzers in over here because it's such a craze in the States. And we've just started importing it and it's selling like mad. Seltzers.
I think the only reason why I will participate in a seltzer or a hard seltzer is for the calorie facts alone. I'm like, well, I'm fat and I don't want to get even fatter. And I'd like to see my penis by the end of this month if I keep drinking this. So if I drink the seltzer, I can still see my penis and my feet, and I'm like, I'm good.
And the wife's happy.
And the wife's
Make the
happy.
wife happy. There you go. Yes, I was gonna play Sure Shot first, but let's go ahead and play Murder for Hire since we were talking about Tiger King. I think it's kind of fitting, right?
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
that song originated, there's a scene in it where I think it was the guy, Joe hired that guy for murder and he got done for murder for hire. And I remember watching it and I was like, that's a sick song name. So I immediately went to my guitar, tune started coming into my head and I was like, yeah, this is sick.
Murder for hire.
All right, here we go. Right now. There we go with Murder for Hire. I can't believe you guys recorded that in a basement. Like that sounds good.
We'll actually put up like a thing on our local page and he was like, yeah, we recorded this in the basement. People were commenting like, what the hell? You recorded this in your mum's basement? Like, yeah.
I think it sounds cool. I mean, like most people don't expect that. It's just like, yeah, here's an EP. Yeah, recorded in our mum's basement. Like it's kind of punk. I like it. Like,
Now, what
Yeah.
kind of software programs were you using for mixing
Get
and
the
mastering?
thing better.
You're gonna love this.
GarageBand.
I knew it was GarageBand because I knew it was GarageBand because when you sent me the new track that we're gonna play later on tonight or today, it was a GarageBand MP3 that you sent me. And I have the app on my phone, so I know.
Make it till you make it, right?
You know,
Definitely.
I can't complain either. For the longest time, I used PowerPoint presentation in lieu of Photoshop to make tour posters. So
Yeah,
I
nice.
can't talk too much crap.
How long has Total Buzzkill been playing together for?
Over a year.
Yeah, a bit over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. In saying that, in that time, we probably, I don't know how many songs we wrote. Harley wrote the majority of them to try and find a different sound. You know, when we first started, it was a little bit more rock and roll, pop rock-ish. And then after, 30 tracks that we'd written, we'd narrowed it down to the 6 that we liked the most and tried to run with that sound.
And the sound that we're trying to go for is like, what I'm really trying to hone in on, which I think you probably hear a bit in the new track, is like trying to mix like that old school 80s rock, like Zeppelin, kind of those like rock bands, because we love that music as well, mixed with like a modernized kind of heavy metal vibe. So it's trying to combine 2 genres and come up with something different, So we're still looking for that and trying to zone in on that. So it's a work in progress,
Yeah.
You guys can tell your music. You definitely have your own sound. Like Total Buzzkill has its own sound. So you can definitely hear that.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Look.
Awesome.
I will tell you, people that like Cage the Elephant, Rage Against the Machine, you guys are gonna actually love this band. Listen to them because if they continue and they keep pumping out content, but fans are the ones that make it. We can only put it in front of them. So, but if they do, you guys will start going places. That's definitely for sure.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
That means a heap, like just hearing things like that. Yeah.
It means
really
a what?
does.
A what?
It means a heap. It means a lot.
Means a lot. All right.
This made me sound funny.
I think if I do an Australian accent, it just sounds like an English accent. So I'm not even gonna. I think I just tried a second ago.
Give us the sample.
Yeah, go on, give us your
No.
Come on, because I know it's gonna go really south really quick. So please, I need the soundbite. I need the soundbite, Sebastian. Just say
from the back of your mouth.
From the back of your mouth. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Just say the classic "Good day, mate." You put the, put the shrimp on the Barbie or something like that.
Yeah, we don't. That's not a thing.
I know. I just want him. Please, you're ruining this. Please.
Okay.
Say put the shrimp on the Barbie.
And we don't barbecue them while us.
Good day, mate. Put the shrimp on the Barbie.
That was good.
Good. It was okay. Good. Okay,
that sounded a little English accent.
Yeah, I kind of mixed the two. Oh, you guys are gonna play is it your first concert you're gonna play? Have you guys played concerts before?
No, we haven't. So this is sort of gonna be our first gig.
To kick off the new year and everything's kind of opening up back up. So it'll be really good to this will be a good stepping stone into lining up a few gigs. Like we know people in Brisbane and a few bigger areas. So once everything starts to open up and kick off, we'll be able to branch out and. Are you guys going to try to really push hard once venues start opening up again out there in Australia? Just try to get as many bookings as you can. That's awesome.
Pretty well. Yeah.
Because we live close to a pretty big town called Lismore where Luke lives, and there's a good music scene there. So when that opens up, it'll be good to kind of get a following in that town and then kind of branch on from there. So
Byron Bay's got a good music scene. We're an hour and a half from the Gold Coast, probably like 2 hours from Brisbane, which the music scene's huge in Brisbane. So it's just trying to work our way up to playing in some venues up there, getting a little bit of a following up in the cities.
I'd say take one of your cows, just put it up on stage. just eating. That's it. Just put a big pile, just a pile of hay there. You got a half-naked man running behind the scenes right there. What the fuck kind of place are you running over there, William? It's who?
He looks like the random couch guy. You
He looks like, actually, he looks like the Australian version of Joe Dirt. That's what it is.
He's got the mullet. He's got the
Yeah, exactly.
And just so you know, mullets have come back in Australia.
Yeah,
It's
man. Mullets are huge in Australia at the moment.
They're over here, but you got to really. It's mostly females that are rocking these mullets. And the guys have abandoned it for the simple reason is if they rock that mullet, they're afraid they might get a domestic dispute charged against them automatically.
No.
Dude, when I first moved to Oklahoma 15 years ago, at the nightclubs downtown, people were sporting mullets, and I'm from California, so I was like, that's not cool. But in Oklahoma, people thought it was cool, and I was like, it's not cool. It's not cool to have a mullet.
It's not cool. It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
I want to talk about the different words that you guys use. Last night we were talking about thongs, like because I was showing Will my the catalog. I was like, look, we're making some girl panties or whatever, and then he started talking about thongs for whatever reason. And thongs, and you already know this, Sam, they're flip flops in Australia.
Yeah.
So what do you guys call the underwear that basically eats the crack of the girl's butt? Over there.
J bangers, mate. J strings, J bangers.
G bangers. Okay, got it. Sounds a lot cooler than thong,
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. If I was to go to America and be like, all right, boys, I just got to run in here and get a pair of thongs, use it all bloody, look at me real strange. I can't be out wearing a pair of pluggers, which you probably know what pluggers are.
No. What's pluggers? Why do I have a feeling it has like something that enters your ass?
Yeah, it does.
Seated?
That's what it's talking about.
It's a pair of flip flops, buddy. Come on.
So, the thing with Australia is we come up with so many different names for things. Like thongs have like pluggers, flip flops. There's I don't know, just whatever comes to mind, and then it just catches on. Like just see it travel through all of Australia.
Does Australia have its own, I guess, because Australia's kind of by itself out. I guess there's a lot of your own slang words, right? That if you ever travel around, I guess you probably don't travel that much, but if you did, people might be like, what the hell is he talking about?
Yeah, dude, that's I'm worried about. Like, if I walk into a pub in America or something and ask for a skewy or VB, and they'll just look at me like I'm fucking weird.
But the good thing in Australia is you can literally make up a word and people know what you're saying. Like you go to a car dealership. You go to a car dealership and a guy will come up and be like, hey, mate, you're right. And you just go, yeah, I'm just having a squirrigaditch. And he'll be like, yeah, sweet. just make it up as you go. He knows what you mean.
We have weird words, too, out here, like whatchamacallit, especially.
Yeah, whatchamacallit.
Yeah, or
that's true.
Thingamajig or doohickey. I think that's a one out in Tennessee.
Doohickey, yeah.
So we have some weird words, and then of course we make slang for everything when there was no mean to make slang for it. Like just make it up. We're like instead of saying money, we're just gonna call it cheese, cheddar, whatever, or
that's true.
Yeah, sure.
It's like, why can't we just call it money? It's not cool. It's
Let me get that cheddar.
Let me get that toe. Let me get that toe jam. What? Oh, that's money. That's the new slang for money. No, how about? Or you know what? My favorite one that just recent. It's not just recent. Probably within the last 5 years is, I haven't seen him in a minute, and to me that means that. So you haven't seen him in 60 seconds. Oh, okay. They're like, no, that means a long time. I said, no, it doesn't. 1 minute, 60 seconds. So I don't know why. Yeah. Make fucking sense. That's all I'm asking. But, oh well.
All right. Well, I am looking forward to when you guys hopefully one day get to play in America. That'd be cool. It'd be cool to actually go to Australia. That's a country. That's one of definitely top 3 on my list of countries I want to go visit would be Australia. And if I did, I'm just going out to William's farm and hanging out with your cows.
You can come hanging out the band house and see the couch person.
Is there really a lot of like, because when you think of Australia, you think like, I think kangaroos, right? No,
There's
there's not.
lots of kangaroos.
Yeah.
Like you drive down the street, you'll see kangaroos. Like if you always, they're just everywhere.
Yeah.
See,
Now,
that's
do you
that's for
guys-
me, not you guys though. You know, I see
Now-
raccoons.
I had some friends, I will not name their names, but one of their biggest things they love to do is go over here. We go jackrabbit hunting, aka with the truck. So you get in a truck with lights and you just sit like in an area where it's like just dominated by jackrabbits, and then and you're usually drinking your Fosters. That's what it is. And then all of a sudden you just turn on those lights and you just floor it. You guys trying to do the same thing over there? Because I was told by this person that shall not be named who lives over there that that's what they do. Yeah, and they live kind of in a small area as well. So
I suppose pig hunters and stuff, they're kind of like that.
It's more of the thing people hunt boar, but I mean, if anything's a pest, people will go out and just, I guess, kill them.
There goes any sponsors that we were going to get from animal rights.
We go personally.
We're all against it.
this segment is sponsored by PETA. Just to let everyone know.
All right, let's play Sure Shot, and then after that, we're gonna play your new song that is not out yet that we get to play on the podcast. But here we go with Sure Shot. That was another great song, Sure Shot, Total Buzzkill, man. I know my American listeners want to know if they've never been to Australia. I think there's a lot of questions because of all the, not only just the animals and the crocodiles and the kangaroos, but the insects are like, they're like ginormous freaking spiders and shit like that.
Yeah, there's some pretty big spiders, I suppose. Yeah, some. I don't know. What have we got? 3 of the most deadliest snakes in the world. It's not that scary though.
If you're used to it.
It's just. I mean, you're not gonna get bitten by them unless you literally walk up and like, what's that? I got bitten by that thing that I've been taught my whole life not to touch. Like,
well, no one told Steve Irwin that. How about that? Too soon? Is it too soon?
Too soon.
Sorry. Please forgive me.
How's that? Wrestles with crocs and it gets taken by a stingray.
It is kind of sad because I the day I heard it, I was like, this has got to be a fucking joke. This has to be a joke. Out of all the things to kill him,
stingray, right?
The stingrays, yeah.
The stingray was the one that killed him. Are you serious? Yeah. Because I've seen some of the crocodiles he wrestles with. They're like 2 to 3 times his size, and all they need to do is a good roll before that fucking lazy person that's supposed to jump on the back is like, oh shit, we're doing it now. Okay. But no, a stingray.
Crikey.
Yeah, exactly. I thought for sure a great white would get him. My money was on a great white. He was gonna go.
Yeah. I thought he'd get bitten by a snake. Hey, I thought he was gonna go out by a snake.
Like a black mamba.
Yeah, like that seems a bit more realistic. Yeah. He's like getting close. He's like, "Whoa, crikey, man!" And then, and then he gets got.
Yeah. Well, no, of course there would be like there would be a couple minutes of him clutching and saying his last words, and then you're like, "Oh shit, this is serious right now."
Yeah, I couldn't watch that. Like, he for nearly every Australian, he was a pretty huge icon for us. I remember the day he died. I was like 12 years old, and I actually cried. A lot of people did.
Yeah.
I think
it's a big. In the United States, it was pretty sad for a lot of us too, because it's like like
it's weird in Australia. It's still one of those things where it's like people talk about it and still hits pretty close to home. He was so iconic, and like the amount that he's done for conservation in Australia, all the work he's done with wildlife and stuff, it's made a huge impact, and it's opened a lot of our eyes. So yeah, it's still something we still feel real passionately about, I suppose. But
now you got his kids carrying on the tradition, so that's
there you go.
Yeah. You got his kids carrying on that zoo's only a couple of hours from where we live, so it's only in Brisbane. So
how big is Australia if you were to drive from one side to the other? Is it?
You have to ask him because
Yeah.
I haven't done it. He's just
Okay.
got-
Yeah. Oh, I think if you're going to go coast to coast, it's just as big as America, if not a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Like how many hours could you? How many hours is it? Like good
Oh,
example from coast to coast.
Yeah, probably like 4 days of straight driving.
Okay.
So yeah, that's about the same. Because over here in the United States, of course, we go by miles because we're dicks over here and we don't want to do kilometers like the rest of the world. But if you drive from, let's say, LA all the way to Savannah, Georgia, you're looking at about 3.5, 4 days, about 35 to 3,700 miles. So which
Yeah.
is I can't do
I can't do the math on that.
my kilometers, so I'm not even gonna try.
I can't do the math on that. Hey,
Yeah,
all
I
right.
think difference-
I-
Oh, no, you go.
Yeah, you're back now though. I was gonna talk about your song "Hesitate." So this song has not. This is the first time it's ever been playing on a public platform, right?
Yeah. So this is just a demo. We want to record this song in a studio. So yeah, we just wanted to get a demo. I thought it would be cool to get a demo of it recorded so we could get you guys to play it for the first time on your podcast. Obviously, just because
I haven't heard it yet.
yeah, we only finished this yesterday. So yeah, these two boys haven't even heard it yet.
Oh,
They haven't heard
really?
it they haven't heard it as a finished demo, I suppose. So yeah, there's
I'm gonna let everybody hear. I'm gonna plug in the speaker when I play the song, and I'll play it so that way you guys might not hear it. The clarity might not be as good because we're on the Zoom call, but you can still at least hear the song. So I think we're gonna do that.
Oh, I'm hoping that this song is like really bad, and William thinks it's like really good, and the other two guys' face just to like, are you serious right now?
doing?
It would be great. It would be great for TV. That's for sure.
It would be. And there's nothing better than your first demo sound absolutely like trash. You're like, I don't know. I love that about demos. Like, I don't know. Lindsay's like, no.
No.
No,
I always say if you can't poke fun at yourself, especially when it comes to music, then
that's it, man. That's exactly it.
If you think you're at the top all the time with the best content, yeah, well, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And then you're not even signed or not going anywhere. There's bands that have like, they have like 100 fans like just on Facebook, and they think that they're like the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Oscar and the Birdman.
Oscar the Birdman. That's my band. And we think we're fucking awesome.
You've got a band?
Yeah.
Is that the one that is it 9711? The servo?
What's that?
No.
What's that song that you brought out about? Yeah, 7-Eleven girl, is it?
Yeah.
Stealing Slurpees and then you get locked up and
Yeah. No. What's that?
The funny thing is 7-Eleven is a part of Sebastian's life like you wouldn't believe, because literally that's the store around the corner. That's where he gets all his little box wine from, the little tiny cartons of wine. That's where he gets all his cigarettes from. That's where he gets his
Beef jerky, everything.
His hemorrhoid creams from. Everything like that is around that corner. That is his store.
Do you get your frangers from there as well?
My fingers?
Frangers, mate. That's Aussie slang for condoms.
Oh, I don't use those. I'm married.
Yeah. If he does, is he makes animal balloons out of them and gives them to little kids.
I'll just get those real the big packs of the little water bombs.
and say it's a perfect fit.
It's even room to wear it.
That's funny. All right, let's go to Hesitate right now. The demo, and let's see what it sounds like. Here we go. And that was Hesitate. Dude, I want to thank you so much for being on the podcast. You guys have been great. Lots of fun, lots of great conversation. I really do want to go to Australia. I wasn't just saying that. I really think I would enjoy it. Plus, I want to see a kangaroo, like just out, like just driving around. I know to you it's like no big deal, but I think to me I would be like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Sebastian, you're gonna meet that one kangaroo that's in that meme pictures with all the fucking chest muscles and shit like that. That's what's gonna happen, and he's gonna kick your ass.
Sebastian's gonna walk up and be like, I just want to pat it. Oh,
No, yeah.
Just make sure you have your phone out and you video it so I can put it as content on my YouTube channel.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Or it could be like that one guy where his dog was getting attacked and he just walked up and he punched it, and that kangaroo looked at him like, did I just get punched by a guy? I just get punched by a guy.
Kangaroo back down.
Yeah,
Save that
great.
video.
Do you ever see the kangaroos buck up to anybody? Like, do people fuck with them at all?
Look, where we live, we don't get big kangaroos. It's sort of more like wallabies, which are like smaller kangaroos.
Okay.
But yeah, some parts of Australia, like red roos, down in Canberra, there was some pretty big roos. They can be territorial, man. They're pretty muscly bastards, and they can get, about the same. They can get over 6 foot, and they can attack you.
And they got nails on them too. They got some sharp nails.
Kick you and rip your skin open like nothing.
Yeah, so it's basically, Sebastian, it's like Saturday night at the local Oklahoma City bar with some of those females down there. 6 foot, a lot of very muscular.
Yeah.
Going to the wrong bars again, Sebastian.
Hey, when I say Oklahoma, this does not go for Sam. But when I say Oklahoma City, what do you like imagine it looks like over here in Oklahoma?
Oh, see, I can just imagine like, I don't know. I think of everything like New York, San Francisco kind of thing, unless, I honestly wouldn't have a clue.
Even in Oklahoma,
food stands out on the street and stuff. Like, you can go get a big hot dog, like American style hot dog, which is what I'll go to America just to get a hot dog from New York,
Yeah, those are good. The New York hot dogs. It's definitely not like that in Oklahoma. I thought you were gonna say TPs and Cowboys and Indians. Like the people in the rest of America thinks of Oklahoma as some podunk little place. But I'll take New York style hot dogs. They obviously have hot dogs in Australia.
Yeah, but they're not like, I don't know.
No one cares for them.
Well, I do. I care about hot dogs a lot.
if you go to New York and get a hot dog, you gotta get it with like a red onion sauce they put on it. Those are freaking good. Sam, you don't know.
No, first of all, I am a Dodger dog all the way at Dodger Stadium. It's the crappiest dog, but it's an all beef hot dog that's a foot long. Costs way too much on top of your beer that costs way too much. But I think it's the whole experience, I think, on top of that. So yeah, if I'm gonna eat anything, it's a brat. That's me. I'm a brat guy. So out of
what's
the
a
two,
brat?
Bratwurst?
Oh, bratwurst. Love bratwurst. Yeah. Here I am. I'm a butcher, and I'm like, what's
a brat? Yeah.
I make bratwurst sausages.
Yeah, exactly. So
should know that.
There we go again. I'm losing more animal rights sponsors.
They're gonna have to deal with it. It's just that's the way it is. We do love animals. Love animals.
What's the biggest sport in Australia?
What's the biggest? Sorry.
Sport.
Cricket.
Nah.
Yeah.
No way.
Football.
And probably
AFL.
Nah.
Yeah.
NRL. I reckon NRL.
Nah.
Rugby league.
Definitely not.
Rugby.
Rugby?
So it's like rugby union, but a little bit better. Bit more free flowing. It's called rugby league or NRL, but I don't know. That's big where we live. I suppose
I reckon
all
it's
around.
cricket.
Cricket.
Yeah, that's our national sport.
It's our national sport.
Yeah.
What about AFL? Literally,
hosted in them stadiums.
Yeah, that's true.
Just even for fun now.
Fun fact: the state vegetable of Oklahoma is a watermelon. And it's a state,
there you go.
but watermelon's not a vegetable, so it's stupid.
Yeah.
Because it's that's what I was just saying.
It's confusing.
But
It's
I
so
do
weird.
like watermelon, so that's pretty cool.
So weird. So you guys have a Facebook page, Total Buzzkill. You guys are on iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. Do you guys have any merch for sale yet?
Not yet. We are working on it. It is something that's in the works, but yeah, we haven't gotten around to merch yet. I suppose it's just until we start gigging properly, it's hard to sell merch.
Right.
So
nope.
that's one thing that we will be looking into.
Shopify, my friends. Shopify.
Shopify.
Go to Shopify. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Yeah, because we have merch for sale now, and Sam helped out with that, so thanks. We have a website now too, theloudspot.net.
You don't
if
need-
want to go check it out.
Shopify is
I'm
a
gonna
free
get.
is a site that basically you can design and create, and it's they have their own drop shipping in Australia. You guys have a lot of companies out there that do all that.
Yep.
You have to pay a premium per month, of course, but you will never have to print like 500 shirts and pay for it all at once. You let your basically your fans, they'll pick and choose which ones they like. If you have 5 designs and only 2 of them are selling, you know what that means. These other 3, get rid of them. They're not selling. Come up with
That's
some new
exactly
designs,
it.
You know,
You're not stuck with another 400.
nope.
when you send
It's
them.
the great. I think it's the greatest thing. I would say since I don't know when Shopify came out, but let's go ahead and give that great one to 2020. That's there's not much we can give to it, but let's give that one Shopify.
Yeah, and I have to
bad.
say, I love the little like women's panties that have Sebastian's face on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a pair for my wife. And
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
No, I changed those. I changed those bad boys. Those were so tacky.
They're still
Oh, come on.
they're still
I'm
on
not
there.
even
They're still on there. They just look a
But
little
they're-
bit different.
Yeah. So now instead
I'm
of
not even
his
wearing
face,
myself.
and now instead of Sebastian putting his face on your wife's crotch, it's now on your. He's sniffing her ass on the back. It's now on the back, and it says the loud spot, and they're black. So
She does
it
some
looks
stinky ass farts too.
yeah, exactly. So, and any females out there that want to blow gas in Sebastian's face, please go to our website, click the merchandise button, and order those. And just have at make sure you please take a video of it as well, farting your flatulence.
We'll make a compilation of farts.
Yeah. We'll put it like in a dun 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 dun. Yeah, dun 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 dun. Something like that. That's what we'll do.
Man, Total Buzzkill, thanks again for coming on. I don't want you to go anywhere because we got to do one more recording with you guys. That's going to take just about a minute here. I want to thank everyone that listens to the Loud Spot podcast. We have a lot of fun. Go check out the website. Go check out the YouTube. You can search the Loud Spot on all platforms. We thank you for being with us, and we look forward to next month. Talk to you soon. Bye.
So.
If you like that video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash that bell. Thanks for listening to the Loud Spot. Peace out. Rock on. Much love.